On the 10th of February 1948, 2 million Indians accompanied father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, to the banks of the Yamuna River to be cremated. The leader of a non-violence movement, he was shot several days earlier by a Hindu nationalist. Some of his ashes were later scattered in the Ganges. On the 25th of November 1963, Americans paid their last respects to John Fitzgerald Kennedy. The American president had died 3 days earlier, assassinated in Dallas. The murder caused a wave of emotion throughout the world. Many leaders travelled to Washington to attend his funeral. State funerals in the UK are usually reserved for kings and queens, but Winston Churchill's important role in the 20th century made him the exception. The former Prime Minister died on the 24th of January 1965 in London and was buried a week later after several days of tributes from around the world. Leaders from across the globe gathered on the 12th of November 1970 in Paris's Notre Dame Cathedral to pay their respects to Charles de Gaulle. The general's remains were not there, but in Colomby-les-Deux-Églises, where he wanted to be buried. A former French president, he did not want a national funeral. More recently, countless officials, political and religious figures, as well as religious followers, were present at Pope John Paul II's funeral in Rome on the 8th of April 2005. He was the head of the Catholic Church for 26 years. And on December the 15th, 2013, people were moved across the globe at the death of Nelson Mandela, the first black head of state of South Africa. The big figure of the anti-apartheid struggle and winner of the Nobel Peace Prize was buried that day in his home village after an official ceremony in Soweto.